continue.
Okay, I would call it meeting of the county commissioners to order. Please join me in the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pat is going to be 10 minutes or so late. He had a care and treatment. He had to go talk to one of the judges about that.
Okay. Public comment. Anybody have any public comment? We have no public comment. People in the room. Is there anybody online that would like to speak? Seeing none, we'll move right along. Has everybody had a chance to read the minutes?
Yes.
And a motion to approve?
I'm so
Move to
moved.
approve.
Second.
By Quinn. Casey Quinn. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Commissioner comments and committee report.
Just not too much. We did have the COVID shot clinic at the Juneteenth celebration Saturday. They had a beautiful day, good crowd. Very happy to be there. So I'm glad that they had a fantastic day for their celebration.
It's always good. I unfortunately didn't make it. I was tied up in other things. It's a great thing in our community. Commissioner Quinn?
I just wanted to say that I went out to 286 west of 73 last week and met with the folks from Vance Brothers that did the micro seal on that piece of highway. It was a test section that we chose based on high volume of traffic. I know there was concerns of how and why you choose certain areas, but for that, the traffic was the biggest, and hitting from the old highway, the new highway, those that live around the lake and the main route to Effingham, that's why we chose that. I went to the George Johnson Memorial Walk last Friday evening just to do that, to walk and learn. And actually during the walk at like stop number 3, I was asked to partake in the event, which was an honor. And it was actually a really emotional experience, but it was awesome to hear history that's been not acknowledged for so long. And then my boys and I went to Juneteenth on Saturday, which was an amazing event. Laquita Kluk, shout out to her. She did a fantastic job of organizing that. We had so much fun, and it was wonderful. It was a great time. So good job there. And then I received a phone call yesterday from a gentleman in District 3 that said that my district is upset with me and that the roads are in terrible condition, and that reflects me as a commissioner. And I just wanted to, again, let the public know that we discuss a road plan as Atchison County commissioners, and it's not Eric versus me or me versus Eric or Jack. We're all in it to develop a strategy and look at the roads and give Joe Snyder from Road and Bridge Department the support he needs to run an efficient department. With that being said, you might see areas in one of our districts being worked on a little more than the other, but it's because our crew and timeframes, like I promise we're all working together, and those in District 3 will see things happening. Our goal now is, we've been so backlogged, we're looking at outsourcing, we're looking at these micro seal solutions that provide a 2-year warranty, just making some headway so that we can eventually get to a regular rotation with all the roads in the county. It just takes time. And so if you do have concerns, feel free to reach out to me, email me, or give me a call. I think one of the discussions we've had recently, and I have had with several constituents from my district, as well as all over Atchison County, is 286 east of 73, from city limits all the way out to Lancaster. Just the safety concerns and the conditions of the roads. We hear you. We know that. We're working diligently to try to find solutions and funding in order to address that. So hopefully in the weeks to come, we'll have maybe some direction of where we're headed with that. So other than that, that's.
I'd like to add just a little bit to that. And part of that is, and I know when we were discussing a road plan for this year, it looked heavily in my district. And I told you at that time there that some years it's in your district, some years this year, most of the roads are in my district that we're going to work on. We'll also have the highest number of roads of any of the three districts, you know. So it's hard to divide it up. And if you start looking at it that way, you're only going to be my district only, and you put the blinders on and you're not seeing the other districts. So I know a couple of years ago, I felt that way, but the roads were in District 3, and we spent the whole summer working, a couple summers working on a specific road. And it's not pleasant to watch it from afar, but it's part of the process, and we have to keep our vision on the whole county.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, new business before the board. Shelley Nelson.
Hi, Pat had sent out the lease, I believe, late last week that we had discussed maybe a couple of months ago. Just an extension for you guys to review and approve. I think he sent that out maybe on Thursday.
You want to give us a summary of it?
Sure. Basically, the changes that he's made to the existing lease is that the rent will go up from $1,300 to $1,700 a month, which we have not had a rent increase since June 1 of 2006. He removed paragraph 14, which talks about subrogation out of the original lease. Utilities and services, electric and gas will remain the same. I pay the portion for our side of the building. Water at this point has always been divided between Super Saver, Dollar General, and ourselves. Our portion is going to go up to 50% instead of 30%. And then he also had talked about the increase in taxes. The original lease had discussed us paying for any, oh mercy, let me look here, for we were going to have to pay for the increase in the taxes. And even though we never did have to pay for it, they never billed us for it, we made some changes in that section, paragraph 20 from the original lease.
I know that our county counselor has reviewed the lease. He's okay with it. The chair would entertain a motion to allow the chairman to sign the lease on behalf of the county. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Commissioner Quinn,
I'll second.
second by Commissioner Knoll. Any further discussion? Hearing none, assume you're ready to vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes 3-0.
Thank you, Shelley.
Did your air conditioning fix, Shelley?
It is running. It's not fixed yet. He was having to order parts. But at least it's not sweltering hot anymore, so.
Okay, I have a purchase order for CDWG for our Trend Micro free business security services maintenance and our worry-free advanced licenses. It's for $6,676. Wes, do you want to give us an update on exactly what this means.
Yeah, so before you have the, oh, sorry, my camera's facing the wrong way. Okay, now you can see me. So before you have the renewal for our Trend Micro Worry-Free Business antivirus program. That protects every one of our computers in the county, the servers, does our email scanning prior to delivering emails to the inbox of each of our users. So it is a vital asset to our organization that we have antivirus to protect all of our computers. And it's a yearly cost that we get through CDWG, which is CDW government, in the amount of $66.76.
So this would be what would keep us from being hacked? I mean,
This will help with part of that. Our firewalls and our security permissions is the other part of that. But yes, this does help with that.
okay, that's kind of the topic of the day, it seems to be, is these, places that get hacked and ransomware.
Yep.
And so if we would theoretically be hacked, do they help get us back to normal, or how does that work?
So the antivirus program helps us by blocking those files that would be that type of file that would have the ransomware in it. Also with our security and permissions rules throughout our network, most people can't install programs throughout our network, which helps stop that. And then if we ever did get hit with a ransomware, we also have backups upon backups that we would be able to reload and not have to pay the money to get clear from the ransomware.
Sure.
Did I call for the motion?
It's approved. No, you have to call for a motion.
Okay, so usually, okay, we could use the discussion. The chair would entertain a motion to approve a purchase order to CDWG for $6,676.
Also move.
So moved by Commissioner Knoll,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Quinn. Any further discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Passes 3-0.
I just have one quick question. I know it's an annual renewal. Are there ever times, 3-5 years, that you reference check them and bid it out to anybody else, or is that pretty?
Yeah, so we check with other antivirus programs. This one works well, and most of the enterprises or government agency our size is what uses those. And so these are actually a government pricing. That's why we deal with CDWG.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Any councilor update?
Wow, we're moving right along. I don't have anything specific today unless there's a question.
Do we have a question, Pat? I don't. Any need for executive sessions?
Yes, I'd like to call for an executive session for attorney-client privilege. I'll move that the Board of County Commissioners recess into executive session at 1:15 p.m. for a consultation with an attorney for the public body, which would be deemed privileged in the attorney-client relationship as allowed by K.S.A. 75-4319B2, and that the purpose of the closed session is to protect the confidentiality of the discussion, and that the board come out of executive session at 1:45 p.m. in the commission room, first floor courthouse, and those present will be the 3 commissioners and Pat Henderson, County Councilor.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
For an executive session.
We're good to go?
Okay, we're back in regular session. Do we need any more executive sessions?
Yes, I will move that the Board of County Commissioners recess into executive session at 1:45 p.m. for consultation with an attorney for the public body, which would be deemed privileged in the attorney-client relationship as allowed by K.S.A. 75-4319B2, and that the purpose of the closed session is to protect the confidentiality of the discussion, and that the board come out of the executive session at 2 p.m. in the commission room, first floor courthouse, and those present will be the 3 commissioners and Pat Henderson, County Councilor.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye. an executive session. We're back in open session. Any public comment? Nobody's in the commission room. Anybody on Zoom? Seeing none, the chair will entertain a motion to adjourn at 2 p.m.
Also move.
One second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye.